people were so dumb. My mother was the dumbest. When I was a kid, I used to take a bath.
Makes sense.
I would bring the radio in. You know, you plug in the radio. I am not lying.
Okay, this explains it.
I know. I would bring the radio into the bathroom, plug it in, and listen to it. But I would sit it right next onto the bathtub, and my mother never ever said. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Why would I make? And
you know she was outside the bathroom with her fingers crossed.
It's like, come on, I can't kill him myself, but if an accident happens,
her ear to the door with her fingers crossed.
That thing would have fell in. I could have got electrocuted. Not could have. I would have.
No, you would have.
I would have.
Yeah, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what kind of parent lets you?
I remember doing that, though, like with the radio, because all you had was like a big dopey radio, but
Yeah.
I would keep it so far away from the bathtub. You're putting it right on the edge.
It was either
Thank
on
God
the
those
toilet
aren't
next
like
to
rounded and wet and slippery.
Yeah, it was the old day bathtub, so it was flat. You know what I mean? Like the earth.
Oh, yeah.
But see,
You sure you didn't just crank up a Victrola next to it?
She never said anything. Good mom.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, like upset, she had fingers crossed.
Just to wrap up on the hokey pokey, I guess one other paragraph here. They were having a hilarious time singing and playing games, one of which they said was a Canadian children's game called the Kokey Kokey. I thought to myself, wouldn't that be fun? I guess this is the writer. Be fun as a dance to cheer people up. So when I got back to my hotel, I wrote a chorus based on the feet and hand movements in this the Canadians had used with a few adaptations. A few days later, I wrote additional lyrics to it, but kept the title Kokey Kokey, and as everybody knows, it became a big hit. So, loosely based, obviously, on some kind of cocaine thing.
How's it
hokey pokey?
So loosely.
But how's it anti-Catholic?
I don't know. I don't feel like reading further.
Yeah. Do the Jewy wooey.
Well, we know you'll be doing it without your kids.
Why?
They were taken away.
Oh,
That's a good callback.
a little Hitler.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'd like to do this break from time to time. Just the dumb stuff we thought were good for you, or our ancestors. We're not taking credit for their mistakes. Kevin in Jersey, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
You guys know where heroin came from, right?
Poppy seeds.
It was introduced to us by the Bear Aspirin Company.
Oh, yeah?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, Google that. That's true, man.
You can find some old, labeling where it basically says this heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They put it in?
Yeah, they didn't know any better.
You can buy it over the counter.
Just made you feel good, I guess?
I don't know.
Give me
Probably
a couple
sold a
of
lot of
foams and a bottle of heroin. Yeah,
Sold
great.
a lot of aspirin back
There you
then,
go.
I'm sure.
Thank you, Kevin.
Wow.
Mike in Boston. Mike. See, there it is. Hold on. Bayer, why don't you do this one, Danny? What do you got over
Oh,
there?
yeah, look at that.
That's kind of tough to read, but it's Bayer Pharmaceutical Products. We are now sending to physicians throughout the United States literature and samples of aspirin, substitute for blah, 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 heroin, the sedative for coughs.
Yes. You have a cough? Take some heroin.
Heroin hydrochloride, it's water-soluble salt. You will have call for them. Order a supply from your jobber.
Yeah, it's hard to read, but basically it's a product by Bayer where you had the aspirin to help the headache and that stuff, and then the heroin helped you if you had a cough.
Yeah, it certainly did. Just pass out.
or bad childhood.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. Wow.
Stuff had to come from somewhere, you know? Had to be introduced somehow. So.
Shrinks were prescribing LSD in the 50s and 60s.
Well,
yeah.
that doesn't make you flip out even more.
Yeah, you
Because
know.
LSD is probably the worst thing for your mind out of
Yeah.
all the drugs.
Yeah, this one's actually a little better. It says heroin is preeminently adapted for the manufacture of cough elixirs, cough balsams, cough drops, cough lozenges, and cough medicines of any kind. 1 ounce package of heroin, $4.85
That's
per
a
ounce.
lot of money, man, back then. Say hi to Greg in Florida, and then we'll move on to other things, maybe. Although the phones are real good right now. What's up, Greg?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, on my grandparents' farm, they used to have a radioactive vessel held about 3 gallons of water, and as kids, we used to drink from it because it used to keep the water cool on the hot days. Had a big cobalt blue radioactive symbol with a lightning bolt by the word. It's kind of messed up.
And you drank out of this thing?
That sounds good.
Oh yeah. Over the years it disappeared, but Yeah, we used to drink from that thing constantly. They're old farmers, so they didn't know any better.
I think the craziest thing I did growing up, and maybe a bunch of you are out there, you break the thermometer and play with the mercury.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was...
Yeah.
And I think, I'm trying to remember, but in school they used to have a big thing of mercury, right?
Yeah, they had a big beaker of it.
Yeah.
And what was that used for? Because you would kind of pour a little out in your hands, like, look how it just kind of like slides everywhere. And
It was just how you kind of learned about liquid metal.
I think they actually allowed you to play with the mercury, so you understood what it was, a liquid metal, right?
I believe they also were teaching you how to make mercury switches for when you went to Nam. Is how it works, kid.
Yeah, but I remember playing with mercury.
Yeah.
You try to keep it in your hand, and
mercury.
And don't if you swallowed it, you were dead.
Yeah.
How much of it do you
Not
need?
much.
No,
and now
not
they're
much at
saying
all.
that those light bulbs, the CFLs, in each one of those, there's enough mercury to pollute 6,000 gallons of water.
Really?
I got those all over my house.
Yeah, they say they're...
Those spiral ones?
Yeah. They
Really
say
cute ones.
the knee-jerk reaction to those is going to end up polluting our groundwater in about 10 years. So welcome to the new world
But you don't
order.
got to change them.
They just last for a long, long
cares?
time.
Yeah, I wonder what Ted, the light bulb filament guy, would say to that.
Maybe tomorrow we'll find out.
Maybe we'll find out. Jot that down.
Yeah.
Film.
Let me see.
He only makes a couple a year.
Original 7-Up had lithium in it?
Oh, yeah?
Is that true? We'll look that up. And we'll screen the calls as we move on. Rich Voss in studio. You're playing the Manhattan Comedy Club.
Middletown, New York, February
Middletown, New
6th
York.
and 7th.
Okay.
February.
We'd like to do this bid. You want to explain the bid, Ed, with the celebrity thing?
Oh, this is fantastic. Rich Voss looks at pictures of celebrities, from anything, entertainment, and the world of the news, politics.
Sure.
And for some reason has a tough time with the names. Rich, you're kind of known to not get people's names right.
Right.
You know who they are.
Yeah, of course.
You know what they do for the most part, but you just trip over the name.
I have, like in life, I have enough stuff to worry about than celebrity names. Like I know.
No. It goes beyond that because I can understand.
Listen.
I can understand having problems. You're busy. You can't remember this or that or the other.
Yeah.
But you are a butcher of names.
Just in general, you say tortilla,
Yeah, tortilla.
or however the hell you say it, right? And what was the other one? The famous one you mispronounced?
Lean cuisine.
Lean cuisine. That was it.
Lean cuisine.
You ever have a lean cuisine?
See, the problem is that you guys don't miss things. Like the normal public, if you said, "Hey, you have a lean cuisine,"
It doesn't matter if they say it or not. They still think you're an idiot.
Oh.
they're just not being honest. We're nicer because we're being honest with you.
You're pointing it out.
Everyone else is secretly in their head going, "What a dolt."
Mike in New York. There's two really good calls, and then we'll try to get to the celebrity thing. We can't let these pass. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, this is Mike from New York. How's it going, guys?
Good, man.
Yeah, listen, you were talking about mercury before. I remember as a kid going to the dentist, and the dentist used to give us a little small vial of the mercury, and we would play with it. We would bring it home and drop it on the floor, and it would break into like a million pieces.
Yeah.
And then you push it all back together, and it would jump back together and make a bigger piece.
Yeah, like T2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one thought this could be a problem later in life.
But I like.
No, it.
My dentist had a toy chest. There was never jars of mercury in it. Why would your dentist have?
The dentist that gave away the toys? Yeah, I was a little suspect of them.
It was in the fillings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They used to use mercury in the fillings.
He knows everything.
Well, that's why they
Stunt
call him
brain.
stunt brain.
My pediatrician, Dr. Fuchs, if you remember, she was the one that gave me the suppository when I was constipated at 7. She would give us our inoculation, our little needles, and then take the syringe part off. The little, isn't that the pointy part?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And whatever. She would just take that part off and then give us the other part with the plunger.
Sure.
And then you used to, suck up water in it and squirt it at each other.
Yeah.
And you're just running around. Yes, the needle part. Dummy. I'm a dummy sometimes, too, Rich. It's like, what is the pointy part of a needle called? The needle? Yes, the needle. Yeah, but they used to hand that out, and then
I remember that. Yeah.
I remember one time when I got a little older, and she gave me a needle. I was like, "Oh, can I have that?" She goes, "Oh, it's against the law. Can't hand these out."
They discovered AIDS.
Yeah, man, my word.
They discovered AIDS.
Oh, that was before AIDS.
Even okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Pittsburgh. Tim.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Polio or something was all over it.
Yeah.
All these stories have a common theme. They all started out when I was little. What were our parents thinking? But when I was little, we used to play in the summer in this, what we thought was a strip mine. Well, the next summer, we find out that it's this thing called a Superfund site, where it was a nuclear dump, and Reagan had come in, and over the winter, they had put in these 6-feet concrete barriers and buried all this stuff that we've been playing in for years.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
How do you sleep
But
at
none
night?
of us have birth defects. We all went on to have successful careers, so
Two-headed
I don't
kids.
know.
It's going to be your kids' kids. You know that, right?
It's your kids, Marty.
That's 3 years and 2 heads, like the two-headed baby.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the monster.
Yeah, the monster from yesterday. A lot of people checked out that video. It's terrific. All right, Tim, thank you, man.
Watching out.
And that leads to John New Rochelle. We're off and running here. Go ahead, John.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hi, John.
My parents had a house in New Rochelle that was built around the turn of the century, around 1909, and my brother and I used to go in the basement, take these pipe covers off. Anthony can appreciate this. They were made of asbestos, and they were held on by little brass straps. We used to beat each other with them, these sword fights, and the place would just be a cloud of white asbestos dust to the basement.
Oh man. Big mesothelioma fight.
They're not kidding. And nowadays you have to pay to have that stuff taken away because it's so toxic.
Oh yeah, they put a pressurized system in so none of it gets out of the work area. You can't even get near the place without respirators.
How great is the visual, though? These guys are
beating each other with it. And just
cloud.
the dust and the breathing it all in.
Class action lawsuits around the country for people from dying from asbestos.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny, John. Thank you.
Wow.
Here's a regular to the radio show, and of course also a regular at F.H. Riley's. In the heart of Huntington Village, 400 New York Avenue. My brother's fine restaurant. Super Bowl party there?
They're looking good, yeah.
Looking good. We might do Super Bowl party at a Super Bowl party at F.H. Riley's. What's up, Perel guy?
How are you guys today?
Pretty good, man.
I got a beauty.
Yeah.
When I was 2 years old, they gave me radiation, the doctor, to shrink my adenoids, like the tonsil area of the adenoids.
Yeah.
50 years later, I've had a pituitary adenoma. They took out my pituitary gland, all from the radiation. I've had thyroid cancer because of the radiation. I've had a parotidectomy where they took out my parotid gland, which is your, the little. Wait. It gets better. It gets better. It gets better. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Played golf. I had a shoulder injury. So they took an MRI. They found a little something on the bone. Normally, they say forget about it. Because I had cancer, they had to do a bone biopsy. I've had 4 operations. I'm like the bionic touch.
Wow. No wonder you sell Purell.
This is very common in New York and Chicago. The doctor almost killed me. I'm like ducking death out. It's crazy.
Note to self, never shake Perel guy's hand.
Wow.
No, I'm okay, man. Just even if they don't want the radiation hit you, that's all. I glow in the dark, too.
See, you know what? Thank God my father wasn't a complete idiot. I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor when I was a kid out in California because I had like cystic acne. It was just the worst. And this doctor, old Doc Esslinger, he goes, you know what fixed that right up? X-ray therapy. Okay. X-ray therapy. He was going to stick my head under an X-ray machine and just radiate my face.
Oh my God!
And my father, in his infinite wisdom, just said, "Aunt, let's go grab a beer and just get out of here because this guy is going to kill you."
He wasn't worried about your safety. He was just jonesing for a beer. You know that, which ended up saving your life. So
yes,
that's good.
Thank God.
Your father made a good choice. I'll tell you what. My mother-in-law had acne on her chest, and they gave her radiation years and years ago. breast cancer. So that's right. He made a great choice by getting you the hell out of there.
All right, thank you, Buzzkill. We'll see you later.
X-ray therapy.
This one.
So you take X-rays, tie. Look at a bone.
Dude, this one.
X-ray your face to get rid of zits.
Speaking of X-rays, this next call, I might laugh so hard, I might just puke from laughing. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Hey, boys, what's up?
What's up?
Thinking about the X-ray thing reminded me back in the day when me and my friends broke into this old clinic that they were moving out, and they had one of the old-time X-ray machines that spit out the film. We didn't know to wear lead vests at the time, so we were sitting there taking pictures of each other in X-rays, just total radiation, not even thinking about the harm it could cause. It's good to say that I turned out all right, man. No extra limbs and none of that stuff. So I haven't had kids yet, so I don't know the full impact.
Just taking turns.
I'd say we were
X-raying each other without lead vests. Nice.
Yeah, we took about 50 pictures too, if I remember. We took them home to my parents.
That's funny, bro.
Punch it out, guys.
Thank you. Let's say hi to Adam in Kansas City, possibly the new home of the New York Islanders. There's rumors of flying.
Hey,
what's up there, Adam?
Hey, we were kids. The siding company came out and ripped off some of the asbestos shingles off the side of the house to put up the new vinyl. And so we thought it was a good idea to go out there and play karate and practice kung fu busting these hard asbestos shingles over.
Yeah, they used to have the asbestos shingles. Those are still on a lot of houses.
I've had kids since then. It seems like nothing's wrong. You know, just thinking back, it's like that house, the old house of ours, it's covered with asbestos stuff. That sit there, scratched off the walls, trying. Stupid kid thinking that there's some baseball cards hidden inside the cavities of the wall that were scraping the asbestos off the lead pipes and everything.
Yeah, I actually was asked to remove some asbestos from some basement that I was supposed to do a tin knocking job in. And I told my boss, I go, no, I'm not touching that. They go, oh, it's a little bit. Don't be a... And then, he called me the P word.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no. He goes, but we got masks. Like those dust masks that you use if you're a laborer sweeping the floor.
Yeah.
So get out of here. And I refused to do it. Refused.
Wow. Yeah, we did the shoe store X-ray machine thing.
Yeah.
How about we go to Sean in Georgia? Sean, what do you got for the show? Hey, man.
Hey, my dad used to tell me stories about when he used to work at an iron mill, and his job was to walk across the catwalk and push the trash back down into the iron to get it to keep melting that flows to the top. And to do that, to be able to stand in the heat, they used to have to wear a full bodysuit that was insulated with asbestos. Because apparently that was the best thing to use for something in that situation.
That's what killed Steve McQueen. He was a race car driver, did a lot of his own stunts and stuff, and the suit that he wore was asbestos. The old asbestos fire suits that he wore, doing his own stunts and everything, and that wound up giving him the mesothelioma.
Get out of here. I mean, how many times did you wear it? Because we used to sleep under asbestos, blankets, my parents.
What?
No.
Oh, my God. I didn't know. That's for you?
Why
That's not an odd thing.
Right.
When you tell a story, you could say anything, and I'll believe it because of what you've saed.
Running out of show on this side. No. Well, they're screening the calls. We'll go back to the calls in a second here. We we multitask on the show.
They do have asbestos blankets, though. By the way, they like fire blankets that they used to put out. Yeah, but
we got
Rich slept on them.
We got photos of celebrities for Rich Voss.
Yes.
Hopefully this bit still has legs.
The snuggie.
Imagine. The first one we're going to show Rich. He was in Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Not Tom Hanks.
Apollo 13.
Apollo 13. What TV show?
CSI.
He's a CSI guy.
Stephen King's The Stand.
Very good. Rich Voss, who is this famous actor?
Oh, that's easy, man. You start off with an easy one. Gary Sinise.
Oh.
All right.
All right, Rich. Feeling confident, are you?
That's one.
Well, I feel like a little kid that did something good.
You are. That's exactly what you just did.
The main dude from Entourage.
Oh, how would I
can't
know
even tell you who that is. Is he getting fat?
Jesus, how gay is that?
Pretty gay. You're right, Rich. I'm not gonna.
Oh my God! Look at him.
I think he is.
I wouldn't know it. What's his first name?
I don't even know.
I couldn't tell you what that guy's name is.
What the hell is his name, Danny?
That's Adrian Grainer.
Oh, wow.
No one knows that.
Awkward.
Well, it's only a huge hit show on HBO. I mean,
yeah,
I know.
It's not one I watch.
It's not like he's written up on the gossip sites every day or anything.
Oh, he looks familiar.
Oh yeah, Yeah. Oh, boy, never.
Never in a million years.
The main dude from House, right?
No.
No, I never.
That guy used to be in Millennium.
Oh, this is the guy
show,
from.
but he's in Aliens.
No, we had him in studio.
Bishop. No, we never had him in. I would.
Wow, he looks like the freaking other guy from with the one you loved from those movies. The F. Forget it.
F. No, if he ever
Sully,
came in, that
we
would be
need
great.
you, Sully.
Wow.
Sully, we're going in.
I
going in,
understand.
Sully.
What was his first name?
I'm completely lost. I'm losing my mind today.
Lance.
Huh?
Lance.
Oh.
Lance.
Hendover.
Yes.
I just made it up.
Lance Hendrickson.
Hendrickson, yeah. I don't know that.
All right, how about this?
He's the one I know. No one's known any of them.
He's in the new movie. The trailer looks terrific for Taken.
Oh,
the star of Taken coming out in a few more weeks.
That's Liam.
Liam.
Nielsen. No.
There it is.
Liam Nielsen.
All right, well.
There's one. All right, we finally got one out of him.
The bit now has a passing grade. Barely, but...
Liam Nielsen.
Nilsson.
All right, very good.
Right.
That's right.
Nilsson.
How about one of the stars of...
yes, the Green Mile.
Mm-hmm.
John Coffey.
Oh, yeah. What's his first name?
The big black guy. The big black bald guy.
What's his first name?
Michael.
Oh. Michael, give me an initial on his last name, the first initial. So I kind of remember it.
It's got 3 names.
Michael,
Michael,
oh, man.
Jesus.
Michael. Oh.
Damn, Fred from Brooklyn.
What?
That was a good one. I can't say it. It's so bad. But it's funny as hell.
What's the initial on the middle name? I can't think of Michael something. Michael.
It's not Michael. Michael Joe Young.
Oh, I know.
Oh, my God.
Holy Christ.
Wow.
Fred from Brooklyn.
Oh, that's funny. Michael Duncan something. Michael Duncan. Oh, I just drew.
You're right there. Let's go.
Michael Duncan.
There's a middle name in there.
Oh, I thought that was his middle name.
No.
Michael Sam Duncan. Michael
Duncan Yo-Yo.
Michael Duncan Donut. I don't know.
Duncan Donut.
Michael Duncan. You got. God, I wish Bonnie was here. She knows all this stuff.
All this stuff.
She doesn't.
All right, that's very good. You got that one right. How about this guy died recently from Fantasy Island. Also, he was Khan.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Roberto Montalban. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Roberto. What is it?
Wait, no. Yeah. Corinthian leather guy.
Corinthian leather. That's the new Corinthian leather.
Yeah. Roberto Montalban. Oh, wait, that might have been a baseball player.
You are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
What's his last name, though?
Montalban.
Boy, you lost confidence in that one.
Roberto Montalban.
Roberto Montalban.
There you go. Very good.
There
Roberto
you go.
Montalban.
And finally,
I didn't say blonde. I said Bond.
All right. Yes, you sure did. Who cares?
And the star of Sixth Sense, the little kid.
I never know. I didn't see the movie.
Before he turned into allegedly a drunk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's a big kind of bruiser guy.
Cuma.
Other 3-namer.
That's me.
I know. You said drunk. I'm just trying to connect.
Oh, I got you. Okay, it was a joke.
Stunt, give him a clue.
It's a 3-namer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the first name?
It's named after a comet.
After a comic?
Comet.
Comet?
Mm-hmm.
Comet?
Yes.
Comet.
Comet. Not the cleanser.
Not a planet, a comet.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between a comet and a planet?
Name one comet.
Holy
Halley's. The Haley Comet. Haley.
The Haley Comet.
Haley Comet
right.
and the dance group from Harlem.
All right.
Haley's Comet.
That's Ailey from Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is? Yeah. I know it's Haley.
Yeah.
Haley.
Alvin Ailey.
You're almost there. Let's go.
I don't know. Who would know his name? I like when you...
Everyone
You
knows
give me
his
clues.
name. He's like pretty popular, or was. You know,
Nobody who know his name now. Haley. Well, you got to give me an answer or something. You can't just leave me hanging.
Oh, sure we can.
Of course we can. 10 minutes from now, you won't even remember we did this. So
You goldfish.
you're like a dog. You have no concept of time.
Yeah. Ask the Leafs to either get the mail or leave for a week.
It's
and
the
they
same to that.
greet you the same way.
Right.
Roberto Montalban.
Roberto Montalban.
Sure.
Montalban.
All right. We're getting close to wrapping up here. Dugan from Jersey. Dugan.
Hey, guys. Hey, happy birthday to Jenny
Hauser.
Wilkinson. Yeah. Oh, and your boy Will, he sucks.
Will?
Yeah, the sales guy.
Why does he suck?
We go way back. Any rate. No, but you guys were talking about, stuff that would screw you up when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And I grew up across from a hospital, and every year they drive around and spray out these white clouds of pesticides, and all the kids in the neighborhood would run behind the truck, and you couldn't see anything. You'd run into trees and fall down and stuff.
So you're just running in pesticide clouds.
They would mosquito fog the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
We used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Chase the truck down the street.
That's brilliant.
Oh, great.
Very
It
good.
was the best. All right, punch it out, guys.
All right. Maybe time for one more here. Mark in Westchester.
Hey, what's up, Owen? How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man.
Well, check it out. My dad, I'm one of 3 kids. My sister is the oldest, I'm the middle, and my little brother is the youngest. My older sister, for some reason, got all the honors classes, everything. She's on the Hall of Fame in high school or whatever for being so studious or whatever. My dad, before my parents had my sister, my dad did not work at Indian Point Nuclear Power Plant, and for some reason, me and my brother are dumber than shit. And I think that might have something to do with it. I don't know. That's what me and my friends were talking about the other night.
I'll confirm that.
Yeah.
You are dumber than
S.
crap.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a documentary, that last call.
Bad story.
It's horrible.
And topped off with
Curse.
curses. Well, look, it's Ron Howard. What's he talking about? Maybe he's asking for his Twitter name.
Oh no, don't ask for it.
Yeah,
but I don't have it yet. I got Opie Radio on Twitter, and I want Opie, but someone has it.
He could take any Opie name he wants.
I understand. If he wants Opie Radio, I'll give it to him. But right now, it's mine.
Opie's acknowledged the fact that he is
the second
most famous Opie.
Yeah, there's a lot of Opies out there. I understand that, but
there's Ron Howard has to take precedent.
Mm-hmm. So if he wants my Twitter thing, I'll give it to him. Opie Radio. I'll continue interacting with the listeners after the show.
Thing for your mind out of all the drugs.
Yeah, this one's actually a little better. It says heroin is preeminently adapted for the manufacture of cough elixirs, cough balsams, cough drops, cough lozenges, and cough medicines of any kind. 1 ounce package of heroin, $4.85 per ounce.
That's a lot of money, man. Back then. Say hi to Greg in Florida, and then we'll move on to other things, maybe. Although the phones are real good right now. What's up, Greg?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, on my grandparents' farm, they used to have a radioactive vessel held about 3 gallons of water, and as kids, we used to drink from it because it used to keep the water cool on the hot days. Had a big radioactive, cobalt blue radioactive symbol with a lightning bolt by the word. It's kind of messed up.
And you drank out of this thing?
That sounds good.
Oh yeah. I've over the years it disappeared, but yeah, we used to drink from that thing constantly. They're old farmers, so they didn't know any better.
Do the Jewy wooey?
Well, we know you'll be doing it without your kids.
Why?
Because they were taken away.
Oh,
that's a good callback.
A little Hitler.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'd like to do this break from time to time. Just the dumb stuff we thought were good for you, or our ancestors. We're not taking credit for their mistakes. Kevin in Jersey, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
You guys know where heroin came from, right?
Poppy seeds.
It was introduced to us by the Bear Aspirin Company.
Oh, yeah?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, Google that. That's true, man.
You can find some old, labeling where it basically says there's heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They put it in...
Yeah, they didn't know any better.
You buy it over the counter.
Just made you feel good, I guess?
I don't know.
Give me a
Sold
couple
a
of
lot of
foams and a bottle of heroin. Yeah,
Sold
great.
a lot of aspirin back
There you
then,
go.
I'm sure.
Thank you, Kevin. Mike in Boston. Mike. See, there it is. Hold on. Bayer, why don't you do this one, Danny? What do you got over there?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
That's kind of tough to read, but it's Bayer Pharmaceutical Products. We are now sending to physicians throughout the United States literature and samples of aspirin, substitute for blah, 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 heroin, the sedative for coughs.
Yes. You have a cough? Take some heroin.
Heroin hydrochloride. It's water-soluble salt. You will have... Call for them. Order a supply from your jobber.
Yeah, it's hard to read, but basically it's a product by Bayer where you had the aspirin to help the headache and that stuff, and then the heroin helped you if you had a cough.
Yeah, it certainly did. Just pass out.
or bad childhood.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. Wow.
Stuff had to come from somewhere, you know? Had to be introduced somehow. So.
Shrinks were prescribing LSD in the 50s and 60s.
Well, that doesn't make you flip out even more.
Yeah, you know.
LSD is probably the worst. It was the old day bathtubs that was flat, you know what I mean? Like the earth.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But see...
You sure you didn't just crank up a Victrola next to it?
She never said anything. Good mom.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, like upset, she had fingers crossed.
Just to wrap up on the hokey pokey, I guess one other paragraph here. They were having a hilarious time singing and playing games, one of which they said was a Canadian children's game called the Koki Koki. I thought to myself, wouldn't that be fun? I guess this is the writer. Be fun as a dance to cheer people up. So when I got back to my hotel, I wrote a course based on the feet and hand movements in this the Canadians had used with a few adaptations. A few days later, I wrote additional lyrics to it, but kept the title Koki Koki, and as everybody knows, it became a big hit. So, loosely based, obviously, on some kind of cocaine thing.
How's it
hokey pokey?
So loosely.
But how's it anti-Catholic?
I don't know. I don't feel like reading further.
Yeah.
People were so dumb. My mother was the dumbest. When I was a kid, I used to take a bath.
Makes sense.
I would bring the radio in. You know, you plug in the radio. I am not lying.
Okay, this explains it.
I know. I would bring the radio into the bathroom, plug it in, and listen to it. But I would sit it right next onto the bathtub, and my mother never ever said. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Why would I make? And
you know she was outside the bathroom with her fingers crossed.
It's like, come on, I can't kill him myself, but if an accident happens,
her ear to the door with her fingers crossed.
That thing would have fell in. I could have got electrocuted. Not could have. I would have.
No, you would have.
I would have.
Yeah, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what kind of parent lets you?
I remember doing that, though, like with the radio, because all you had was like a big dopey radio. But
Yeah.
I would keep it so far away from the bathtub. You're putting it right on the edge.
It was either
Thank
on
God
the
those
toilet
aren't
next
like
to
rounded and wet and slippery.
Yeah, it was